Happy Monday, guys. I'm Joe Drake, and here with Eva the Diva herself from Real Housewives of Atlanta, Eva Marcille. How's it going?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good. We just bonded over the fact that your birthday is when?
October the 30th.
And I'm October 31st. Cheers to us.
Cheers to us, October Scorpios.
October Scorpios. And cheers to you, because you just got married. That's why I got
Double
the
cheers.
champagne. Double
Ding,
cheers.
ding.
Ding, ding. Congratulations. So exciting.
Thank you so much. I'm super excited.
How was the big day? It looked beautiful.
Oh, it was epic.
Yeah?
I replayed in my head at least once a day, every day.
Absolutely.
It was really, it was way more than I could have ever dreamt of.
Really?
And I dreamt of a lot.
Oh, well, we got to see your dreams come true on the show.
Yes, you did.
Last night we saw you dress shopping with Mom,
Yeah, you just
which
saw
I
the
loved.
beginning.
That was just the beginning.
That was just the beginning.
So we get more.
Yes, you get a lot more.
Okay,
we have to finalize a lot of details for the wedding,
Yeah.
the ceremony, a lot of stuff. But
Right.
you got a taste of my mother.
Which I love.
My mother's everything.
She is everything.
She's a quintessential
And you
black
guys
woman,
got
let me
raw
tell you.
last night
Oh, yeah.
with the emotions.
It was real. You know, a lot of time people watch Housewives and they think that like it's so scripted
Right.
and all this is fake and that's just a storyline, and it's like, no, this is really what's
No,
happening.
you were in the bathroom
my,
with the producer, crying, explaining your relationship
like
with your
I'm
mom.
just like,
it was real.
It was, and it gets, you know, when things like death happen and things like weddings happen in a family, it either brings them together or it can pull them apart. And like the pressure and the stress and the like just being overwhelmed by all of the stuff that is going on, it's easy to find yourself fighting with the person you love the most. And so it was just frustrating for me because, like I said on the show, I don't have any sisters. I have three brothers who don't care about anything for a living.
Right, and your mom eloped.
My mom eloped,
So
so
this
she
was like
never
the
had
wedding
a wedding
of the wedding for your family.
It was the wedding for my family.
Right.
Like it really was. We had a few deaths in the family this year. One you'll see play out on the show. But we needed something to kind of unify us and something to be happy about.
Yes.
And so this wedding was more than just, you know, putting a stamp on the day Mike and I took our vows, but it was something for my immediate family and then his family too. So it was a really big deal.
How is it watching it back? Because it happened a couple months ago.
Yeah.
But now we're watching it happen on the show. Is it fun, scary?
Well, certain things. So some, like with my mom, it's really nice because the wedding's over and I know what happened. But to relive what we went through, it kind of like puts back into perspective what's important to you.
Of course.
And so it's good for that. But then there's certain things you have to remember. We don't see everything.
Yeah.
So like you and I can hang out, but then when you leave and go film elsewhere, I don't know what you did.
Of course.
And so a lot of times you get to see the things that were unbeknownst to you during the season, and it's like, oh, really?
Yeah,
Is that how we feel?
definitely.
And you had no clue.
Wow. Mary's asking, what was one aspect of the wedding that you made sure you had?
To save, like during the, like after my wedding.
Just when you were planning it, like what did you make sure was a part of that wedding ceremony?
Okay, so there are a few things that are important during a wedding to me that like make it memorable.
Right.
The food.
The food, duh.
The food, the music.
The music.
And the open bar.
I was just going to say.
The open bar with premium champs.
Ooh, nice.
Very important.
Okay, so
very
all
important.
those
All
three
of
boxes
those were
checked.
necessary. Yes.
And let's talk about the dress, because I think we were showing some. Did you like what you ended up choosing? Because last night we got to see a full Did You Say Yes to the Dress runway fashion show on the show.
Well,
and Mom was like, nope, nope, nope.
Yeah, we decided to dress shop outside of Mom.
Yeah.
We decided
so
to do
you
that
went with
elsewhere.
one that we didn't see.
We went with one that you did not see.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I ended up just getting with the designer and having them craft me the most amazing dress.
Right.
And just got it mailed to the States.
And did you have two, or did you take something off?
I had three.
Okay. 3 dresses.
Yeah, I had 3. But I must say, I decided to do 3 dresses because of Nene.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so Nene and I were talking, and she was like, hey, you know, how's wedding planning going? Where are you at? And I was like, I think I found my dress. And she's like, dress? Girl, you have to have more than a dress. And I was like, well, what do you mean? She's like, you have to have 2 dresses.
No.
At least.
Oh, my God.
You have to have your ceremony dress and your reception dress, and you should have a go-home dress.
Stop.
I was like, what?
Leave it to Nene to pressure you to get those
So
dresses.
I thought it was crazy initially. I was like, who does that? All those dresses? But then as I started to like really think about it, I'm like, that's not a bad idea because you can go super dramatic with certain dresses and you won't wear them all night.
And then more fun. My sister just got married a couple months ago. She did 2 dresses.
Smart.
Well, she did a dress into like a pantsuit type fun thing. Yeah, I feel like nowadays you just have fun with it and do it.
Do you, whatever that is.
Before we continue on talking about the Housewives of Atlanta, I want to go back to my glory days watching you on America's Next Top Model.
You want to be on top?
I mean, hello. And you came out on top.
I did.
What an experience. Tell us all about it.
Oh my God. I am forever indebted to Tyra Banks.
Yes.
I absolutely adore her.
Do you guys keep in touch?
We do.
Okay.
And Tyra, I mean, she launched my career.
She did.
She launched my career, and she gave me the nuggets and the keys of wisdom necessary to continue on in this business and not just be a one-trick pony and not, you know, have that 15 seconds of fame, but to really hone in on my craft, learn it, and expand. And oh my God, I thank God for Tyra.
Yes.
She was like, it was like model boot camp to the 10,000th hour. Like I enlisted in the Marines of Tyra.
Would you go back and do it as a judge or?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you should.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, what Tyra did for not only the model community, but for the idea of what beauty and the standard of beauty is, period, has been transformational. She made people look at women that traditionally weren't beautiful because they weren't tall enough, or they didn't have this skin tone, or they didn't have perfect skin, or they didn't have long flowing hair. She made androgynous beautiful. She made trans beautiful. She made plus size beautiful. She made short beautiful.
You know, let's talk about it. Winnie Harlow.
Oh my gosh.
What's going on?
You know, I think Wendy is extremely dope. Let's just be clear. She's slayed Victoria's Secret this year. Like, I am so excited. I think she is a woman of her own and a beauty in a category all of her own. No question about it. It is, though, a little disheartening to see the not so positive feedback after having gone on a show like Top Model.
Remind everybody what is going on here. A little background.
So, Winnie was on Top Model like I was years ago, and Winnie has been extremely successful since. I mean, she's graced the covers of the best fashion magazines. She's hit the best runways. She is like the who's who of models, no question about it. But she kind of slammed my girl Tyra on Watch It Happens Live.
I was surprised.
And basically said that it really did nothing for her career. And I definitely understand what she means as far as like winning Top Model does not a star make.
Correct.
Okay?
You have
Let's
to
be
do
clear.
much.
You have to do the work.
But it happens to open a gate.
It opens a really big double door. A gorgeous door. And so I think that's the part where I'm kind of like, you know, Winnie is her own girl. Her beauty is her own. No one gave it to her. No one can take it away at all. But there are always shoulders that you stand on when you climb up. And I stood on Tyra's shoulders, and she did too. And all of us did. And some people happen to be more mainstream successful than others. And that's like when you go to college. So everyone graduates. Not everyone gets a great job. Not everyone does well in life. You know what I mean? It's those that really dedicate themselves and put in the hard work. And what I think Winnie was telling the world is that, like, look, I did the work. I did. You know what I'm saying? I've been putting in the work. And she has.
You're explaining it well
I don't
for
take
her.
that from her. She definitely has put in the work. But do not sleep.
No.
And I did make it a mistake when I was on Watch It Happens Live. I said that's how Drake...
last night?
Yes. I'm like, that's how Drake knows her. Drake knows her from Toronto. They knew each other before
then. They did?
Yes.
Okay, let's clear that up.
Let's clear that up. I get it. I was wrong. I'm okay saying that I was wrong. Winnie, girl,
sorry,
you were
Andy.
known by the great Drake way before then. However, to be known on a mainstream level, that definitely happened, and the notoriety came from Top Model. No question about it. But she's made her fame her own, and it's been great. I just think it's a Top Model's a small sorority in a community that a lot of people have not been a part of, and so I think it's more of a sisterhood and something to be proud of. And it just disheartens me when I see girls bash the platform, because I'm like, you just didn't use it well, because Tyra's like slaying.
Well, let's move on from the drama of Next Top Model to the drama of Atlanta. I feel like the girls have been coming for you a little bit. We actually have a clip of Cynthia coming for you when you guys were playing the game with the peach. I want to show the clip, and then we can get into it. All right, let's show it.
Like, really? I heard from someone that you were telling people that I paid Will to date me.
What? Oh, my God.
What I told you was what I knew to be facts.
Did you know it to be a fact that I paid him to date me?
Not necessarily.
Wait, okay, so you never said that.
I don't know that to be true.
Trust and believe and receive. That ain't no way in hell that I'm getting to sit over here looking like this and pay anybody to come over here and date me ever. So please don't ever confuse that, because it will never happen.
I don't know if Eva is a liar, but it seems like she's getting a little caught up now. It's looking a little stupid.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Where do we start?
There's a lot to unpack.
Okay.
Tell people what you guys were doing there, because I think that's interesting.
Yes. So this year, 4th of July, Cynthia hosted us at her house, beautiful home on the lake, that she calls Lake Bailey, and she had a Bailey cue.
Okay,
like a barbecue.
Cute.
And it was super cute. And we ended up playing a game that was called Pass the Peach. There were rules to the game.
Yes.
First rule was no shade.
Okay.
Well, that got thrown out. But the game was, there was like this bowl, and they had a series of questions in it.
Okay.
And so whoever had the peach had to pull a question out of the bowl, read it, and answer the question. And if the question pertained to someone else and you didn't want to answer it, you passed the peach.
You passed the peach.
So Nene pulled a question out, and the question that Nene asked was, who needed a makeover?
Right.
So Nene chose not to answer the question, and she passed it to Portia.
Oh.
So then Portia then decided not to answer the question, and she passed it to me. I gave a disclaimer saying, hey, everybody has their own style, whatever, do what you want to do. If you need to make up people, I got good references. And I passed the peach. And so how that
passed the peach to who?
To Shamari.
To Shamari.
How that turned into me being shady towards Shamari when there were 2 peaches passed before me.
Yeah, see, I don't remember it going to Portia.
Watch it. It started. Nene's the one that asked the question.
Right, yes.
And that's the thing. Like, I feel like for some reason I'm being targeted.
Well, you guys were all playing this very raw, truthful, shady game.
Very shady game.
So everybody was playing.
Yes.
My friends and I played something similar on Thanksgiving. And people were like, ooh, these questions are mean, these questions are mean. And then I watched your episode and I was like, oh my God, that's what we were doing.
Exactly.
So everyone is sort of guilty. You can't point fingers at someone like, why'd you answer that way? Well,
it's frustrating because sometimes in this group, what's good for the goose isn't always still good for the gander.
Right.
And so I'm like, Nene wasn't shady for passing it to Portia. Portia wasn't shady for passing it to me, but I'm now the shady one for passing it. Like, how did that happen?
Why do you think the ladies are using the word liar around your name?
I have absolutely no idea. Yeah. I don't know any of them well enough for them to ever say that. And the only one that actually does know me that could even assert something like that would be Nene.
Got it.
That's the only person that actually has known me for enough amount of time to be like, all right.
Right. So what did you think when you saw her say, it's looking a little stupid? Hurt?
No, I wasn't hurt by it. Given what was going on, it did look a little bit crazy. Yeah, I mean, I think your assessment is correct.
Right.
The question to me, more so than anything, is like, why is everyone trying to come for me? Like, I'm so confused.
Yeah, totally.
I'm just here in my flat.
All right, well, let's break this down. Let's go through all the ladies.
Let's go.
And I want you to describe what your relationship is like with them.
Okay.
Okay? Let's start with Nene.
Nene, I adore Nene. She is
your closest
big
with her.
Sis. I love her.
Made you buy 3 dresses.
Made me buy 3 dresses. I asked her to do the speech at my wedding.
Oh, nice.
Nene, I adore Nene.
Candy Burris.
Candy Burris. When I met her, I really, really liked her. Like, I really liked Candy.
When did you meet?
Years
ago?
We met a while ago, but I mean on the show and like started to get to know her and actually had each other's phone numbers.
Right.
It's been about a year now, but I'm starting to get my feelings hurt a little bit while I watch the show because I'm like, you calling me shady for things that you see, however, you're shady all behind the door. And not just to me, like to other people.
Right.
So yeah, I'm kind of sad at what I'm watching from her.
Cynthia Bailey.
Cynthia Bailey, I love her. I think she is everything. She's drop dead gorgeous.
She really is.
She really is. And you can't take that from her at all.
No.
She's a good girl. I like Cynthia.
What do you think after seeing that clip, though, when she was bringing up those accusations about what you said?
I think that she was trying to get clarity, and if you saw my reluctance to answer the question and on grounds that it might incriminate me, the reality is that there has been a rumor going around that she paid him. Now, that is never a rumor that I would spread nor bring to someone or start, but it was heard. I have heard it myself. So when I said, like, not necessarily, like, I don't know it to be true.
Right.
I don't know that it's fact, but I've definitely heard it.
Of
you heard
course.
Marlo say in another scene she's heard it. Like, I mean, we've heard it before, but I don't care enough to start the rumor, let alone spread it.
Portia.
I love Portia.
Do you?
I love Portia. I love where she is right now in her life.
Yeah, she seems to be doing good.
Yeah, to be someone that hasn't always had a perfect road, it's nice to see a woman that has been through her own struggles really in a happy space.
Absolutely.
I think her man loves everything about her.
Yeah, they
and
seem
she's
happy.
Happy to have this baby.
Right.
I'm happy for Portia.
No, good for her.
I really am.
Shamari?
I like Shamari.
Do you?
Shamari,
I haven't gotten used to her yet as a fan.
Right. So you guys are new and you're just getting to. But I like Shamari.
Okay.
Shamari is like your girl next door, like all of us.
Yeah.
No one's perfect.
Right. Is she from
owns
Atlanta?
She's born and raised in Atlanta.
Okay, because she's giving me like New York, Brooklyn chick.
Right?
In that like.
That's Decatur.
Right.
That's Decatur. That's not so much Cardi B.
Right,
that's more
Decatur.
Portia.
Right.
That's Decatur.
Yeah.
She's a very Atlanta girl.
Yeah. And what's going on with Marlo? She doesn't have a peach.
She doesn't have a peach, but I don't think Marlo needs a peach
she carved her own
special.
path.
Like Marlo is a very special woman.
Right.
You know, you see a lot of our relationship play out on the show and me get to know her. But the woman that I know today through the experiences that we've had and what I've learned from her, I adore Marlo.
Yeah.
I do. I think she's extra. That'll never change.
No,
but
she is extra.
Yeah, well, Nene
I think she wants that peach.
Lotta, like a Lotta Marlo. And she is, but she owns it. And what I do adore about Marlo, more than anything, I mean, she's extra, she's fashionable, all that stuff. But Marlo has a heart of gold. She genuinely does.
Yeah.
I mean, when cameras are not on, when no one's around to witness it, Marlo's a really nice girl.
That's good.
She really is.
All right, she's not on the show, but last week you did the Wendy Williams show.
Yes.
And she got a little real with you in that interview as to why she thinks you should not even be on The Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Because I'm too accomplished. That's like a
back. Yeah, what?
It's a backhand. It's a backhanded compliment. It's like a compliment to me. It's a dig to the rest of the girls. And I'm like, these women have either resurged an entire career or created an entire career for themselves. Like, look at Nene started on Housewives 11 years ago as the epicenter of this show, and she has gone on to do Broadway.
To be the mega.
What actors desire to do their whole life and never accomplish.
Yeah.
So I just thought it was kind of shady.
Yeah.
You know, and it's one of those things, like, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. But don't diss these girls. Like, these girls are women in their own right. And
come on, Wendy.
You do what you do, and they do what they do, and I don't knock it. And furthermore, the idea that I'm too accomplished, there are different type of women that each one of us represents on this show.
Oh, absolutely.
And I
across
think
the franchises.
Across all of the franchises.
All of them.
But for Housewives, Nene is a type of person. You have a friend like her, a sister like her. You want to be her. You think she's your best friend in your head. Candy, she's the girl next door. Everyone has a moment. And so my moment, it's not like any of the other women on the show, because what's the point of having me if I'm already there?
You bring your own.
So I bring something that's different, and you know, I might not react like the rest of them, or I might not throw shade the way they do or speak, but I'm my own person, and I represent a woman that exists in our society. So I disagree with Wendy when she says that I'm too accomplished to be on the show, because everything that I've done this far has brought me to the moment that I'm in, and I regret none of it, and I don't believe that I'm here by accident either.
Cheers to that. I could talk to you forever, fellow Scorpio.
Yes.
Tell us before we go about your home decor line, which looks stunning.
Super excited. I'm going to send you guys some stuff over.
Okay, perfect.
But I launched a home decor line just last month.
Nice. Congratulations.
Thank you. And it's everything top of bed.
Oh, nice.
So comforted sets, quilts, sheets, decorative pillows, throws, all of that.
Nice.
And the idea is to take fashion from the runway and put it in your home.
Absolutely.
You're in your home or in your bed more than anything.
Right.
More than any place in your whole life.
Yeah.
And everyone deserves to have a beautiful home.
Definitely.
You don't have to have a whole lot of money, and you don't have to be super fashionable to have a home that welcomes you when you walk in.
Yeah, definitely.
So I wanted to provide that to the consumer. Beautiful home decor that was affordable.
Perfect. And where can we find it?
So you can find it right now on evamarcillehome.com.
Okay.
But I also have an exclusive on Evine happening next month. Yes, they have my sheets exclusively and just selected bedding. And then in January, I'll be in Burlington and Belks and Home Goods and Overstock and anywhere you can type in.
Absolutely.
You'll see my name.
Find it. Thank you so much. It was
Thanks
a pleasure.
for having me.
You guys, if you want to see more of Eva, Real Housewives of Atlanta airs Sunday only on Bravo at 8 p.m. Check it out.